Have you ever watched a moment so real that it felt like time stopped? When the lights dim, the crowd screams, and suddenly, your heart knows something special is about to happen. Because that's exactly what happened the night Taehyung went live. The night when the entire army couldn't hold back their tears. Before we dive in, make sure to subscribe for more BTS stories that touch your heart. Because this one will stay with you forever. It wasn't just another live stream. It was a moment, a heartbeat shared between Taehyung, Jin, and millions of fans who still couldn't believe what they were seeing. The calm before the storm. It began quietly. Taehyung's live popped up on everyone's phone. Simple, unannounced, and pure. He sat there with that familiar calm smile. His voice soft. His eyes glowing with warmth. "Hi, everyone," he said, waving gently. But behind that smile, something felt different. There was a heaviness in his tone, something that made even armies type in the comments, "Taehyung, are you okay?" And then, like fate itself, Jin appeared in the background. The chat exploded. The moment everyone had waited for. Two brothers reunited after what felt like forever. When Jin walked in, you could almost hear the world stop. The sound of Taehyung's small laugh, the way Jin looked at him. It wasn't just friendship. It was love, years of shared pain and joy, all in one look. Jin said softly, "Yeah V, you look the same." Taehyung laughed, but his eyes glistened. "Hyung, I missed you so much." And that's when it hit everyone watching. This wasn't just another live stream. It was healing. After Jin's long journey in the military, seeing him next to Taehyung again felt like the universe was finally in balance. The comment section turned into a flood of purple hearts. Armies were crying, typing things like, "Finally together again. Our hearts are complete." The moment army broke down. But then came that moment. Taehyung's voice started to tremble. He looked down for a second, his hand covering his mouth, trying to hold in tears. And Jin, like the protective Hyung he's always been, reached over and pulled him into a hug. You could feel that hug through the screen. Warm, real, filled with every unspoken word they couldn't say for months. Taehyung's shoulders shook slightly. He whispered, "Hyung, it's been so long. I missed everyone so much." The chat went wild. Fans from Korea to the US were crying together, writing, "Don't cry, Taehyung. Army loves you both so much." Memories flood back. As they talked, memories came rushing back. Of concerts, laughter, late-night rehearsals, and the days when BTS would practice till dawn. Taehyung started reminiscing. He said softly, "I still remember when Jin Hyung would make us laugh even when we were tired. He'd always bring energy, even if he was exhausted himself." Jin smiled shyly. "You're making me sound too good, V." But everyone watching knew, he really was that good. And for a few minutes it felt like the old days. No cameras, no stage lights, no pressure. Just two souls remembering what family really means. When words turned into silence, there was a quiet pause, the kind that says everything words can't. Taehyung looked straight into the camera. His voice, barely above a whisper, said, "You know, Army, we wouldn't be here without you. Even when we're apart, you never forget us. You wait, you cheer. You love us endlessly." He smiled, that same soft, heartwarming Taehyung smile. But a tear rolled down his cheek. Jin reached out and wiped it gently. "Don't cry," he said teasingly. But his eyes were misty too. And in that one frame, Jin's hand on Taehyung's shoulder, both smiling through tears, the entire fandom broke. 'Cause it wasn't just about BTS anymore. It was about connection, about love that distance can't erase. The encore that changed everything. Later that night, during Jin's encore stage, Army noticed something. Taehyung in the crowd, quietly watching, eyes glistening again. He clapped, smiled, and then bowed his head as Jin sang the final note. When Jin looked up, their eyes met, across thousands of fans, lights, and cameras. That silent exchange spoke louder than any song. It said, "We're still here. We're still brothers. And Army, this love never ends. And when the song ended, Jin walked down from the stage, straight to Taehyung and hugged him once again. The crowd screamed, cried, laughed, all at once. The aftermath. What ARMY felt. When the live ended, the comments didn't stop. Fans were still writing hours later. I can't stop crying. This reminded me why I became ARMY. BTS isn't just a band. They're a part of my life. It wasn't about fame or success. It was about love that survives everything. Taehyung later posted a small message. Sometimes we forget how much love we've received. Tonight reminded me again. Simple words, but they hit harder than anything. The heartfelt goodbye. Before ending the live, Taehyung looked at Jin, smiled softly and said, "Hyung, promise me we'll do this again." Jin laughed. "You'll have to buy me dinner first." They both laughed. That familiar, brotherly laugh that's been missing for too long. And as the live faded, Taehyung waved to the camera. "ARMY, thank you for waiting for us. We'll see you soon. Stay happy, okay?" The screen went dark, but the emotions stayed. Heavy, real and beautiful. Ending, a message to ARMY. And maybe that's what being part of ARMY really means. Feeling every joy, every tear, every reunion, as if it's your own. Because BTS isn't just 7 artists. They're 7 hearts that beat together. And somehow, with every song, every live, they make ours beat with them. So if this story touched your heart, don't forget to subscribe, because more moments like this, raw, emotional and unforgettable, are coming your way. Until then, keep your heart purple and never forget, love like this never fades. Purple heart. Would you like me to polish this with a YouTube SEO optimized title plus description plus tags, so it's ready to upload? I can write those next in the same emotional tone for maximum reach.